I would love to go live. Alright, so I supposedly am going live right now. Anybody let me know? I would love to know if I really am. Let me see. Maybe I should go to the actual YouTube. The YouTubes. That is where we can look on the YouTubes. Content. Yes, so let's look at this. And yes, we are live. Let me take a look. Yes. Yes, it does look like we are. Go to my link and let me turn down the volume. Yes, we are. How's the volume over there?
Full volume, it's fine.
Full volume? All right, it's great. Awesome. All right, so anybody that is here on time, we're basically going to be recording for the Delayvid Foster Wallace delay from Bookworm Effects. And I've had a lot of fun. Yes, it is a pedal board. It changes frequently, like the seasons. Or the time of week, who knows? Hey, Greg. Craig. So, yeah, we're basically going to record the dialogue for the demo that's going to be next. So I've been having a lot of fun with this little guy here, and the great thing about him is that he has a light sensor. So, obviously, just waiting for see if anybody else starts to show up. You can basically see how this guy works, and I'm going to do it right now with a light. So right now, with the light in the room, this is what the light sensor is setting the delay time to. Right now I have it switched to the eyeball. There's normal mode, which, woo, nothing is going on. Woo, nothing, all right. So, once we switch the light sensor on, I love this thing. Everything pretty much starts to change. So here it is. The darker it gets, the slower and more spacious the delay time gets. And of course now that's brighter, and now it's super bright. Now we're pretty close in that it's kind of almost like a slapback or a small room reverb the closer I get. Which, yeah, it's so cool. Oh, it is. Oh, this is real life. I love actually slowly moving it around. I mean, during a performance, if you can do hands-free and go, oh, with the light, that's great. I'm going to try that, at least when I do let me do this, for the house band. I'm going to see if I can do something that either, while playing, I can grab the light really quick and do something silly, or wave my foot over it. I don't know. Still figuring that part out. But at least I wanted to get the dialogue recorded tonight because the art is animated, or rigged for animating, and I just have to have the voice. And then I record my parts and whatnot. But anyway, while I'm talking, I put my hand up and down, and you can see how it changes. The cool thing, though, is that I liked is that when I completely blindfold the eye, it creates a sound that's, I have never heard this before in a delay for me, and it's so fucking cool. Like, I'll curse, so y'all be warned. This is awesome. Like, it's almost like, this is awesome. Like an old radio. Like, it starts to degrade this, like an old radio. Like, it to the point where it's like an old recording. I love that texture. I'm not even like oscillating. Like I could do oscillating at the same time, but it won't get overwhelming. It doesn't do that volume thing. I can only go so far. Perhaps a headlight during a live performance. Yes. Yes, I've been told about the Laurie Anderson comparison. Thank you. I do appreciate her work. All right, so I actually do. You can't see it, but I do have a light above. Hold on. Are you plugged in? Yes, you are. Hold on. There we go. Oh, you see that? That was another thing. So I guess I'm kind of giving a demonstration of it before I start doing dialogue. I figure it gives time for people to come in if they're late. Whoever shows up, we'll have fun. We'll have fun. All right, so as you can see, the light is on overhead, and I change it and whatnot. If I hold it, then we get the dimming. Hey, dimming. Okay, now it's off. Then we see it in real time move up, and then I change. It gets a little brighter. Let me see. Oh, higher. Well, that's changing that. I just got this light. All right, so let's turn it off. But for the most part, I was trying to have this so that if I do any house band stuff, you'll be able to see the board, because it's been too dark. All right, so this. Yeah, that's another cool thing it does. When you flash it on really quick. All right, what's it called? Flashing. This is actually a lot of fun, in which now, if I flash on, even if I was to take a photo, it does that. It's actually, it's silly. It's fun. So this is actually it going crazy with the light flashing. See, I warned. There is going to be flashing. All right, so here it is, in which if I was flashing a camera on it, I love that. I love that too. This is like the most unique pedal I have ever played with. I usually, as you can see with the top row, I have mostly everything goes mono at the bottom and then stereo at the top. I do like stereo. So the fact that I am just raving mad about this pedal, this is awesome. I love this. This is what I have never, again, any other pedal, they would do this. It writes. Hey, Sound Chaser. But yeah, it is basically one of the coolest delays I have ever come across. Like, anything is possible with this. And when I was thinking of the character, because I'll get into recording the dialogue, but I'll give you a heads up on that when I go into recording the dialogue for this character, I will be using a separate track which has the volume at a lower decibel, because when I'm recording, let me do this for a second so you can kind of hear me. When I'm recording at a lower decibel, it is so to avoid clipping. So I'll be recording at -9 dB. But on your end, I think if you have headphones on or anything, you'll probably, to hear me at a normal volume, probably have to just turn your headphones or any kind of speaker to max, because I'll be a little low. This one I have is for like my talking to you, which I turned the volume up a little higher, just because you didn't have to do that. Whenever I stop and I'm going to switch channels so I'm talking normal levels again, I'll give you a heads up so that like you don't get totally like, you know, sideswiped by suddenly my volume jumping to like even higher than wrecking your ears. Maybe I'll do a countdown. I'll be nice. All right, so for the most part, at least with this demo, it is basically based on this Bookworm Effects. Delayvid Foster Wallace, the author. I have been audiobooking Broom of the System because Infinite Jest is just way too long, and I do have to finish this demo. I do have some little Easter eggs from that book and just in there. But for the most part, I really love the fact that this character is a little bit more free and whatever I wanted it to be. So definitely is one of these things that I'm going to be pitching down my voice. It is a situation where I get to pretty much create a character that is free to be whatever he wants to be. There really is no, it's not based on a book, it's pretty much open to interpretation based on the book cover from Infinite Jest. So, of course, you have our old friend Sunlight that's here. If you remember from last demo, I thought she could make an appearance. That can sail you to uncharted territories of sonic seas. She's gonna steal the show. Watch, she'll hop back in. So yeah, after filming, well, recording all of the dialogue that I'm going to do, in which you'll watch me do that, which I think is kind of fun to see how things happen behind the scenes. After that, I'm pretty much whoever is still here. I'm going to ask, what do you want to put on my voice? You know, like what. I have everything on the wall here. I have some things that you can't see, and then I have things off to the side. I need more shelves. I know, first world problems. So yeah, so I'm just going to start to get into anything. Any questions before I do? I know there's a slight delay, but any questions you guys have before I start? All right. All right, so on Big Sky, I have the Coral on. Coral is actually one of my favorites. Coral and Cloud. I've started to use Bloom, and I've had this pedal for years. um, room, plate, sometimes. I'm also using Polymoon at the same time for the voice, because I really want it to be kind of creepy. There we go. Now we've turned our Delayvid on. All right, so yeah, those were the three. Those were the big three. All right, so I am just going to start recording. So now I'm going to drop down the volume to recording levels. So at this point, you may want to turn your headphone or sound up. There we go. So this is the lower.
And here we go, in which I am going to pitch shift my voice so I become something else. Alright. Here we go. Alright. So setting the scene, I'm going to be reading only Delayvid's lines. I may pause here or there. Hello. 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 Are you the one who has summoned me? If that is what you require, then I will aid you in your task. I am time, because I eat time. The more time that I consume, the more of me there is to love, and the distance of repeats played becomes spacious. If you don't feed me time, I grow ever closer to you, frequent and vigorous, for I am famished. One by one, I regenerate till the world around you is swallowed in echo. An infinite spiral of madness. If you want to flirt with madness textually, set the knob to just past 3 o'clock, and feel the thrill of the sense of danger lurking just around the corner, watching, waiting for you to hold down the foot switch below to send it into a momentary oblivion. Pray tell, trying. There is nothing in my words that imply try. How much do you want of me? But a taste? Or the total summation of my existence? Can you handle that? I don't think anyone can. So you'll still hear me with your melody mixed with mine as I, Delayvid Foster Wallace, am a generous host. Patience. In due time, all your questions will be answered. Yeah. Let's show them what we can do together. I do love an audience. Yes. Now is the opportune moment. Come hither. Look into my eye. Behold the photo cell within it. Marvel at its design complexity within my enclosure and revel in its ability to allow you to manipulate time itself through the use of light. But what is light without darkness? The brighter the source of light or lighting in the room, the closer and brighter I am on your signal. And the darker the room, the further away I am, having you feel the cold emptiness of the longing echoes of a forgotten place. Yes, for it is my darkest desire to show you. Now, let's dim the lights. Shouldn't you buy me dinner first? I am not flirting. I'm just hot and talking. Well, do you like what you see? My pleasure. How delightful. Yes, I will join the band as I plan to grow to infinite size. Of course, eventually there will cease to be room for anyone else in the universe at all. Okay, right. I am going to switch now to the.
All right. All right. My turn. I am now going to turn to the higher volume. So roll back any volume that you have on your headphones or anything. I'm going to count to 3 and I'm going to switch. And then my volume is going to be a lot higher. I don't want to hurt your ears if you turn the volume up when I had the volume low. So I'm going to play it through. I want to listen to it. If I like it, cool, I'll keep it. If I don't like it, I keep looking at the text there, but I should be looking there. I have that bad habit. All right, so I'm going to turn that on now. So in 3, 2, 1. Here we are on the higher volume. I hope I didn't hurt anyone's ears, and you caught that. All right, so I'm going to actually play through it now. Excuse me. Maybe I'll pull that track down onto the talking volume. Awesome. Hey, Left Hattie. Sorry you couldn't stay long, but I'm glad you heard what you did. All right, so I'm going to pull that track down onto the one that we're talking on now, and let's listen and see how we feel about it. So you're not just watching me act it, we're actually listening to it and see me in real time listening to it, how I feel about it. I really love the fact that as I am talking, I know I'm kind of like over here, I'm playing it in such a way that I am manually manipulating time. And my whole idea of this was for this character, it's a disembodied like cloud, like it's a voice, there's no mouth. So I wanted it, and that's the reason why I have the polymoon on at the same time and not just the Delayvid Foster by itself. I wanted this ping pong effect that if you have headphones or if you hold your phone in landscape, the character is everywhere and yet nowhere. Like he's all around you. Like it's really creepy, like one of these like godly like kind of kind of like if like God spoke or something, gods, whatever. So that's kind of the effect I wanted to bring to that, because how else would a weird disembodied cloud, I don't know, I don't think it would sound like, hey, hello, how are you? I just don't think the cloud would sound, I don't think it would sound like, shiny, happy people. Or maybe they would. All right, so I have just pulled that track on. Anybody had any questions, you can ask me at any point. I'll also be looking over the chat now, because before when I was recording, I could only focus on the performance, and I couldn't go, hey, stop, and then go, yo, hey, what's up, So this is basically my process. I will record probably more than once, so even if here I don't like the performance, I'll probably do it again and again. And depending on what I like, that will be the one that I keep. I'm then going to record another layer, which is basically, I only have in the dialogue that I was reading, I only had Delayvids there. So in my going back, then I'll record my own vocals, whatever I kind of scripted for myself, but I'm sure it won't be exactly that, or I'll find a way to get it close. Then from there, I will feed both of them into the animation program, and I'll be able to see the timing of both and animate it so that whenever one thing is about to happen, and then we'll see that occur, then the animation will stop in its resting state so that while I'm talking, which the dialogue will go through, then I'll know when, okay, now I can move again. Whereas with Sunlight, I filmed them both separately and I found there was a lot of problems in that. So I've learned a lot in the process. So by this point, and also mouths take a lot of time. So I was really happy about this because no mouth means I don't have to worry about animating a mouth to like say everything exactly right. So I was happy. This gave me a lot of freedom. So the next one after this, I am getting a maw from Oh Blood Noise, so I'm excited about that. I will be just animating the mouths on there, so I'm sure that's going to take a little bit extra work, but I think it's going to be fun. So I'll get to think about how that's going to sound as an animated being. That's part of the fun, right? I get to imagine what these things will sound like, apart from animating them and giving them a personality. Their voice is mostly where the personality comes from. So, okay. I'm going to play it back now, and we can all hear this, and you'll probably see me in real time whether I like something or not, or, oh god, I'm going to have to re-record that. I hate that. So, let's see how loud it's going to be, too. All right. Hello. Oh, wait. Hello. That was actually my voice. Probably not what I wanted. Let me turn the pitch shift back on. I've done that a few times. Like, oh, that's not what I wanted.
There we go. Hi. Derp derp. Alright, here we go. I'll be quiet now. Hello. 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 Are you the one who has summoned me? If that is what you require, then I will aid you in your task. I am time, because I eat time. The more time that I consume, the more of me there is to love, and the distance of repeats played becomes spacious. If you don't feed me time, I grow ever closer to you, frequent and vigorous, for I am famished. Maybe we'll redo that part. Maybe we'll do that part. Or I'll just record it over one more time. Let me hear the rest. One by one, by one, I regenerate till the world around you is swallowed in echo. An infinite spiral of madness. If you want to flirt with madness, textually set the knob to just past 3 o'clock and feel the thrill of the sense of danger lurking just around the corner, watching, waiting for you to hold down the foot switch below to send it into a momentary oblivion. Okay, that was cool. I'm just gonna stay in the character. Oh my god. Yeah. If this pedal could speak, I guess I'm going to stay with the pitch. If this pedal could speak. I'll turn it off for
a second. If this pedal could talk, yeah, that's the only way I could imagine it. Like, how would something that looks like that, like, it would be fucking weird and wild and like, yes, Figs? You can hear him, he's meowing. This is the reason why I record direct. Because he always sings, "No, buddy." You know what? If I turn the pitch and he meows again, you hear meow.
Now I want you to meow. I bet you won't meow. Oh, there we go. Do it. You see, now I asked and he won't do it. Yeah, it would be. It would be in your head. Yeah. Like
that's the way I kind of imagined it, because like with each episode, like there's some things that I guess I get comfortable with, but there's other things that's like every character is kind of like changing, I guess, the way things are going. Like there is, you never know what's gonna happen. Like there is a Figs, stop meowing. I love you, but stop meowing. But yeah, it's basically kind of in the sense of like something that possibly is, you hear this voice in your head, per se. So yeah, the creativity of thinking about that anytime I've had some kind of, like either playing video games or just kind of like, you know, spooky thriller movies, like you would have some type of like ghost or monster or something that was telepathy or whatever, they would sound like this. So that's kind of what I really wanted it to sound like. And it really, actually, I'm loving the parts where I'm covering up the eye completely and it has that really like gritty drag on it. Like that's so damn cool. And I really liked it. I'll hear it when I get to the end and the way it dragged off, and then I started to like pull it backwards, and then it started to get higher, but it was still having that little bit of a, I guess, crinkly of paper. It's like the texture is like, I'm trying to think, or like if you're pulling something across like a concrete, like not concrete, the street, you know how it's all like bumpy and everything, but you're pulling a rock across it. Yeah, that's it. That's what I think it sounds like a rock across like a street. That kind of like gravelly sound. That's so cool. I've never had a delay make that sound before, so that's a lot of fun. You know, as far as adding a character and a voice, that's great for that. I don't know yet how I would do that with playing guitar at the same time, unless I go like, you know, I don't know. I can go like this, like, okay, I'm gonna plug a chord. I don't know how to be like, you know, well, I'd have to have it on the floor. My pedal board is hip level. So that's usually how it is. All right, so I'm going to listen to it through again. Yeah, the bitter films. Yeah, so at this point, let me hear the rest of it. I think I may record one more time after this, at least with you guys here. If I have to record any more, I'll do it later. But then I guess I will shift to whatever you guys want to request of me to put on my voice. You know, I can sing, I can pretty much do a lot of things. We can bring Sunlight out, like she can make an appearance. So let me hear the rest of this, and then we can get back into it. And remember to put on the pitch shift.
Pray tell, trying. There is nothing in my words Let him fly. Try. There is no try, only do. How much do you want of me? But a taste? Or the total summation of my existence? I'll answer you on that one.
So far I've just flashed this light on it. You can kind of see what if it was moving pictures. Wait, no, I have to turn it on. All right, so at least with doing this, you can kind of see if it was moving pictures. Well, let's think about this. All right, if light is changing when you think about in a monitor, pictures moving. If it's constantly kind of doing things like this, slowly. Yeah, it does sounds like a Bond villain. No, Mr. Bond, I want you to die. Hold on, wait, hold on, let's try that one.
No, Mr. Bond, I want you to die.
Yeah, that sounds about close. But I do love the fact that it is changing. Like if I was to flash, I know there might be some people coming in late. I was doing this earlier, so I'm gonna flash the flashlight. Come on, do it. All right. So here it is with it flashing on the pedal board. And it's really, really sensitive to light. Old TV snow over it. Yeah, it might be interesting. TV snow. Yeah, I don't have that capability. So that may be something that you would have to find out yourself and tell me. So I could know what that's like. I do appreciate like anybody that like records things or does things. Like I always encourage like in Discords, just share it with me. I love that shit. Everyone's unique. So everyone will make music or do things with the same pedal in different ways. And through that, I learn new things and you guys try new things. So the more light, the more it becomes like a slapback. And if it's completely illuminated, I would say it sounds like a small room reverb. Almost. More like a slapback, I guess. But of course, the darker it gets, the slower everything gets. As you can see, I kept putting my hand. See, now it gets darker. The repeat times get slower. Or not, yeah. Time slows down. So the whole thing with this, voice and what I was thinking with it, with it, is the fact that as I'm talking, the time is obviously fluctuating because obviously he's bending time and space when he's talking because he's all of time. He wants to expand. There was a part in the book of Broom of the System. I think the guy was Norman. Is it Bombardini? I can't pronounce his name right. Anyway, it was basically like they were sitting at a table where he was just ordering steaks, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking blow up to like the size of the universe. The yin and the yang. I'm gonna be yang. I'm gonna be everything. So there's some Easter eggs of him wanting to be like larger than everything or encompass the room with all of his, oscillation and everything. So little Easter eggs kind of in the book. But the really cool thing that I kind of liked with this is the fact that, while I'm actually talking, I am playing with, of course, it going up and down variably. I do love this, but also the delay by itself is really great. So, I mean, it really is great. All right, so let's hear a little bit more. Yeah, see what part. Blue sky feels, yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, at least for the most part, yeah. I do think the choral sounds really good. I tried Cloud from the Big Sky, but I do think that or ooze that it has underneath does that whole like being, otherworldly being, kind of angel, like oh. Even though I wouldn't say he's an angel in any way. The whole time he's like, kind of like really weird and like saying things that are very suggestive.
Can you handle that? I don't think mixed with mine, as I, Delayvid Foster Wallace, am a generous host. I hear two characters in here. So, I think it's a combination. I know we're going to talk like this. I hear a combination of two characters. I hear a combination of Tim Curry and from Legend, maybe some Rocky Horror. But also, if anybody knows the Powerpuff Girls, him. I love him. Hold on, wait. I love that. Hold on. I just gotta do it for a second. Because I always talk, when I talk about it, I have to. Yes. Alright, I got it out of my system. Yes, I have way too much fun doing this stuff. Yes. That that was definitely my thought process. Tim Curry and him from Powerpuff Girls. So that's why sometimes you'll hear, like you'll hear his voice rise and fall. I did that with Sunlight too.
It acts as a way, was it? Modulation. It can sail you. Like, it's. I think characters are really fun when. I keep getting cut up here. They're really fun when they can go up and down and very expressive with their voice in ways that kind of, I guess, imbue like some kind of empathetic, like, personality in when they're talking. Um, yeah, I think it really translates to the character because Sunlight, as opposed to this character, was very flowy and graceful. Like, it had to come through because that's when I look at her. Well, this is the other Sunlight I got. Another friend has the original Sunlight. Um, but at least with her, I really, really wanted to have kind of like a graceful, like, yes, like, um, very helpful, very kind, all knowing, like a fairy godmother. That's kind of what I wanted her to be like. With the Flatwoods monster, he was very much a alien that had been here way too long and is just annoyed with humans and is a jerk. So I had fun basically having a character that was a jerk to me the whole time. So that was kind of fun, and we're just annoyed with each other. But we had to get through the demo so that everyone understood not only the urban legend or story, but also we had to show how the pedal worked too. So this one, I know, I know. Well, I'm just doing it myself. I mean, if anybody want to pass this along to any kind of network or people with the ability to give myself a series, that'd be great. I wouldn't have to do everything myself. It could be like Pee-wee's Playhouse where I could just, walk on and they can all greet me. I mean, well, that's coming. I'm probably going to do some stuff like that. Like everyone's saying, I need to have more characters. So the more characters I have, the more I can have them like, interact or jump in and have special appearances. Even the house band's going to have their own little like, expanding universe. I'm world building basically. So every demo is going to expand the world a little bit more. We'll get to know the house band at some point as a group themselves. Apart from where you see them at the end, we're also going to have them have a. We're also going to have them have a house band meeting because there's going to be a. How do you call it? Disagreements like bands or band drama, and they're all going to be in a room together, which will be fun to film because I've done that kind of work in the past with photography, but I want to do it with videos too. And the process is very similar, so I kind of know how to do it. So we're all going to be in a room, and I don't want to give too much, but it'll be very reality TV, that whole meeting segment. So that's going to be fun. So, no, I appreciate that you appreciate all the voice work that I do. on demos and stuff. Let's play a little bit more, and then you know what? I've recorded one thing that you guys hear just because I don't want to take up, too much like time. If you guys want me to try any specific pedals, I'll do that. If I record one more after this, you let me know how late you guys can stay, because I don't want to keep you guys too late. I know it's still still a school night for some people, and you guys work. That's that. I don't want you to lose sleep.
Patience. In due time, all your questions will be answered. He's so creepy. Yeah. Let's show them what we can do together. I do love an audience. Yes, it would be. It's already a lot of work. You try to kill me? Alright, let's keep hearing things. Yes. Now is the opportune moment. Come hither. Look into my eye. Behold the photo cell within it. Marvel at its design complexity within my enclosure and revel in its ability to allow you to manipulate time itself through the use of light. But what is light without darkness? The brighter the source of light or lighting in the room, the closer and brighter I am on your signal. And the darker the room, the further away I am, having you feel the cold emptiness of the longing echoes of a forgotten place. God, that's so freaky. God, that's so freaky. Yeah, some of it I wonder. From what you've heard so far, yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking with my pitch shift. It's my chance to, fully explore this. What would I sound like if I had a very deep voice? At least from what you've heard so far, are all the words that are coming out, can you guys understand them? I want to make sure, because in my recording, I want to make sure that, yeah, he's doing weird stuff, but I want to make sure you can understand what he's saying. He's going to be speaking in riddles, and then I'm going to be the decoder, and I will say it in plain speak for you all at home. He'll get annoyed by that, actually.
So yeah, if you guys can actually hear the words clearly, yeah, letting me know would be great. I know I'll probably record a couple more times, even after this probably stream, just to make sure I get something that I like. There are a few of these moments in which I was like, oh, I do that maybe a little bit differently, but luckily there's just such a, I guess, a fun aspect or smoothness of which, he's as a character to like get into. I will have no problem recording as many times as I want until I get it right, or enough that I like it. Alright, so let's hear the rest of it. I think we're almost done. Well, at least with the dialogue that I recorded through once. Yeah. Oh no, that's my voice.
My darkest desire to show. So I can go here because that was embarrassing. Yeah. For it is my darkest desire to show you. Now, let's dim the lights. Okay, so Krishna makes it feel heavy. Yeah, he is heavy. While being shouldn't you buy me dinner first? Should buy him a drink. I am not flirting. I'm just hot and talking. That was actually.
That was actually a meme that was posted in my Discord. KMK actually posted that, and it was a frog that basically said that line. I was like, oh my god, that is so amazing. I'm so gonna add that. When memes become characters. Yeah, it's so great. Yeah, I have a Discord, so we post things, talk about pedals, talk about life, talk about anything. Share your music, share anything. Like, it's creative free for all. Anything you love to share, I want to hear it. I want to share in the fun.
Alright, go. I'll go back to it. Well, do you like what you see? My pleasure. How delightful. Yes. I will join the band as I plan to grow to infinite size. Of course, eventually, there will cease to be room for anyone else in the universe at all. Oh my god, I love that. I love that last part a lot. Alright, so that's basically me recording a take through. Let me turn this up.
Here we go, and recording a take through. I just saved that. Alright. So, does anybody want to hear other pedals that I turn on? Loved it. Yes, I use a DI box. I use a stereo DI. It is a radial stereo DI, so I can ballast the signal on the way out. Yeah, the gritty trails are awesome. Yeah, it's just basically putting your... That is the darkest point of cutting up, covering over the light sensor. God, that's so cool. And again, I bought this pedal with my own money. Like, I've wanted this pedal for a long time. I saw Get Offset Emily Harris, like, she did a demo with this, and I've wanted it for a while. So I finally was like, you know what, I'm doing these demos. Like, that would be the most amazing, like, to give a voice to that, and also it being such a cool, like, delay in which I can manipulate, like, in real time. Sorry, I'm saying like too much. Why am I doing that? All right. In which I can really control how the time is. It's just so cool. Like, Bookworm Effects, like, people sleeping on him. Like, he's really doing some wonderfully amazing stuff, especially with this pedal. I haven't tried his other ones yet, but if they're anything as great as this is, I'm sure I would not be disappointed. But yeah, this also just has a regular mode. I'll turn that on. So the way it normally sounds It's, yeah, it's basically, it's digital, but it emulates a warm analog. I think it does it so well. Huh. I'm glad your son thought it was cool. Yeah, I've refrained from cursing too much, so I apologize. I think I slipped up a few times here. I tried to refrain from cursing just in the demos or whatever, as much as sometimes I kind of want to. Just because I figure, because it is a cartoon, you guys at home, like some of you guys are like, moms and dads and stuff like that. You have kids at this point, and you might watch these demos together with your kids, and I would love that to be a good experience for both of you. I used to watch cartoons and everything like with my dad, so that's kind of a thing for me too. So in making these like that, I actually really feel honored that you share this with your kid, and I actually do feel like it's like a ripple, like you're sharing this with your kids as much as watching cartoons with my family. That's something that we did. So yes, I guess you can tell I grew up watching a lot of cartoons and things like that. Things even like BBC, which is probably the reason why that I'm really good at a British accent. So, hey, do you want me to turn on so you can see the pedal board as it is right now? And even behind me, I don't know what you can make out, but if there's anything behind me you specifically want me to switch out with anything in the lower row, or you want me to turn on microcosm, I mean, I can also just sing lines and be silly. That's what we're here for. So let's, I'm going to turn on microcosm really quick, and we can start to see how that can sound. That can be really creepy. I'll turn on Big Sky just a little bit. Get a little halo there. Putting pedals on your voice is fun. I recommend it to anybody. Do it. Do it. This one is just the room. Honestly, I have Night Sky, and I usually only use it for leads. I really like the 3 decibel boost it has for dry, and then I can have anything kind of reverb-wise in a little bit of shimmer, not too much, swirl around whatever it did. Sunlight, either before or after David Foster Wallace. Well, I have her before right now, so you can hear how they can sound together. Let's do that. Everything's at noon. Do you want it with the light sensor on, or do you want just a normal? This is normal mode right now, not the light sensor. Yes. This is how they work together. I think they work very well. Not only does it sound like we're in a cavern together, but the echoes go on for a very, very long time. You require the light sensor. I will concede. Here is where we can get really, if I can not miss the sensor. Hello, this is where we can really have some fun together. You see, I can slow down time and then speed it up. See how quick that was? It is very reactive. It's super quick. Like, even if I was to do this. Hey! It's so quick. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Carry on my wayward Don't you cry no more. I love that. Isn't that so great? God, he did this. He made such an incredible pedal. I only am gonna demo pedals that I love. So it'll never be a case of, oh, you don't ever hate anything. Why would I hate play a pedal? Why would I share you and do all this work for something I hated? So it'll only be things that I actually like, I'm excited and I love it. But I love all pedals for the most part. Well, not all of them. I am picky about certain things, and I will actually not hold back on ones that I don't like. But hey, if it's not for me, it could be, for someone else, and I don't hate it to the point where I say, if you have that pedal, like, you suck. Like, no, like, it just doesn't work for me. That's all. Like, there really isn't a bad pedal, I guess. Not I guess, there really isn't. It's just doesn't work for me sometimes. And it works for someone else, hey, great. Like, I'm glad it gives them their joy. But, there are some pedals, regrets. Have a great night, Kevin. Good night to your kid. Glad he had a fun time. If you guys want me to do stuff like this again, like, let me know, because this is, in between. In between, I post things like on IG, or I'll work on Twitch. Like, I'll work 2 hours, and you're always more than welcome to, like, join in and, like, talk to me. And I'm an open book, so I'll always talk to anybody. I'll tell you what I'm doing. Like, I'm not really one to gatekeep in any way. So this is a lot of fun. So again, putting anything on my voice is always going to be fun. Yeah, join the Discord. I share exclusive things. There's actually, in my Discord, if people are starting to leave now, in my Discord, I actually posted in my Discord, which I think I posted the link for in stories, but if it's already gone, I'll post it maybe tomorrow. I actually posted a tester reel in which you'll actually see a little reel of the pedal art animating to the voice that you kind of heard tonight, but it was a tester reel. So it's not going to be animation that I'm going to use in the pedal demo, but the art is on the pedal. I'm moving the eyes and doing things, and you hear the voice. So it is the best representation of when it's done, what you're gonna see. So I put that in the Discord. I put like the audio file that I did the reel for in there. So I'll post things in stories sometimes, or like reels, but I'm trying to like just like anybody who's in the Discord, you'll get things that are a little bit earlier, I guess, but I don't want to give away too much, because I still want, when you guys to watch the demos, I do want you to be surprised, or I do want you to have that, I don't want to give everything away. So I'll give you little pieces here and there and let you know how things are going, and I like sharing, and part of doing this is sharing my joy, and also I'm learning how to do animation. I always wanted to do animation when I was in college, but the program didn't have 3D animation or anything, so I'm like, you know what? I've had over a decade of doing work for everybody else and clients. You know what? Let me have something that I want to do something for me. I'm going to combine my two passions. I wanted to learn animation, and I love effects pedals. And I see a lot of my other friends doing demos, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't I do something like that? And that'll allow me to get into animation in the way I always wanted, because I always, quote movies and make characters. And yes, figs, I know. That's basically kind of how my personality is. I guess I wouldn't say I'm a character all the time, but yeah, I'm pretty, I guess, always saying silly things, or just I'm positive, upbeat. The world is a shitty place. No need to add more to it, right? But yeah, any other ones you want me? You want me to turn on the pizza fuzz? It's really weird on vocals. It's like if you were in a, you know, what do you call it? One of those megaphones. That's kind of how it sounds like. We think Green Day. This is the way. Yeah, it would be fuzz. 1981, it would be this kind of distortion, which again, the volume is a little bit kind of muffled. I usually have a setting I keep it at because I like it. But yeah, that usually distortion on the voice. So I'll tend to put like modulation, and here's the flat width. So I'll say a single. When I was doing that demo, I really wanted to use the actual pedal to do the on the voice. But with this one, because my speaking pattern, I guess, was too quick, and this has a fixed depth, you couldn't really tell. So I had to fix the depth in Logic in order to make it sound more dramatic on the alien's voice. Hold on, let me see. He keeps meowing. Let me see if I can turn on the pitch shifter.
Wow. I am easily entertained, obviously. Maybe that's the reason why I do all characters and things like that, because I am easily entertained.
Maybe it's an only child thing. Yeah, it probably is. But yeah, let me see. Okay, here I'm just going to say a single note. Then you can hear it. If I'm talking, you can't, I don't think you can really hear it that much. You can kind of hear it on my voice, but because we're so percussive when we speak, it's more like a beat, you don't hear it. So I usually has to, yes, like I was in a pizza oven. So now let me turn up the vibrato. I love this pedal too. It's a one-trick pony, but it does it so fucking well. It's pretty fast. Even when I'm talking, is it kind of on my voice? Yeah, it kind of is, I guess. You humans. Yeah, my normal voice, not his high-pitched voice. You humans use that technology. If you haven't seen all my demos, you probably don't know. Usually I would suggest people to see things chronologically because there's like things that keep reoccurring or coming back in each demo that sometimes harken back to the one before it. This one didn't, because I wanted it to be, if you didn't see the other ones, they don't need to tie together in any way. But the other two demos, which were the Flatwoods and the Sunlight, they kind of have little hints to each other. The Sunlight was my first one. That one took about 3 months to do. Flatwoods took me about a month and a half. This one is kind of running to about, I think, may take about a month. I'm trying to get them down to a month. It's a lot of work and I'm only one person. So I'm trying to find a way or get more, to get efficient at getting them down to a month. If I can do that, great. You know, you guys have more, you know, obviously things that you can watch that I'm putting together. The next one after this one is the Maw from Old Blood Noise. They're sending me that. So I'm excited because right now I'm sending my voice through a mixer board and then to my pedal board. So the Maw will actually allow me to directly plug into this pedal, which also has onboard effects to it. So I'm really excited about the Maw. I've looked at that for quite a while, but the price tag kind of put me off from it, to be honest. And that's the reason why I was using my mixer, because I wanted to put my vocals through, but yeah, I get distracted by other pedals sometimes. I have a addiction to reverb, modulation, and delay pedals. Yes. Hey, Miss MV. It's good to see you. But yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, so the Maw is going to be here. I'm going to be animating that art. It's just going to be the mouths. But the mouths are pretty hard, honestly. In Sunlight, that was the most arduous part of that demo. The arms and everything, no problem, but her mouth. Having to draw those and then animate them and then get all the mouths to fit her speech. Yeah, that was a lot of work. So I'm glad a lot of people appreciate that. Hey, it's good to see you here. Yeah. So any requests that you guys have, I'll stay as long as you guys want me to put things or effects on pedals. I know Miss MV, you just came. So I'll play your choice if you want me to play some of the dialogue that I've recorded, or you want me to just flip on things, or I can actually just turn on the voice and start talking as the character as we speak. I did that with Fritz Sunlight a little earlier already, because I figured she'd want to make an appearance. So yeah, it's basically all the stuff behind me. There's the Albi, there is the Chorus CE2W. I mean, Longsword is more distortion. But we have, let's see, we have other reverbs and delays and modulation because that's my thing. Yeah, there's a lot of things on this board. I can also turn microcosm to different settings as well. You can hear how that sounds. Right now it is in mosaic mode. I tend to like it in the C mode. Each one of those lights is a mode. So it's on the third one, which is C. Super creep. Wait, you know what?
Hello. This is the reason why I didn't use the microcosm. Because it would get far too creepy. And it's a little overpowering. Too much. I think what I decided on worked. Tunnel is also good. Kind of haunting in a way. It acts as a way. I'm getting sunlight now. Right. So that's that. Oh, I also have the vibrato on. Didn't really notice it. Yeah, you can kind of hear it. Alright, I just turned it off. Alright.
Pitch switch off. Okay. So yeah. Hey Emily! Singing in a vacuum. No, you're not late. You're perfectly on time. We were just all hanging out in the lobby, just waiting. Microcosm to make it weird. Oh, the pitch shifting down? Well, I just had microcosm on just now. Oh, the pitch shifting? Oh, that was Logic. Logic is doing it. So I have the pitch shift. You probably, hold on. Let me, all right, so if I could move this, I could move it. I know I can. All right, so in stretching this out, why do you guys make these things? So, hold on, wait. Technical difficulties, hold on. Here we go. All right, I think it'll show me in a second. Bear with me. All right, so here, that pitch shift right there, you see the P shift? When I turn that on, I don't have it in a bus or anything. And where's my head? There it is.
And I just turned it on. And it is 5 decibels down and 5 negative cents. I think the way that it is, I don't think you'll be able to see it, will you? No, you can't. When I open Windows in OBS, that's the funny thing. Opening up Windows in OBS, it doesn't show them. Like if I'm in Adobe software and I'm opening it up tools and stuff like that, I can see them, but no one else can. So I was like, I'd like people to see like the tools I'm using because I think that's kind of neat. I don't know. That's me. I like sharing things because I think, I'm a nerd like that, I guess. I like sharing this stuff. Yes, right? I was like, I kind of, like, my balls didn't have to drop. I could always sound like that. Just answer the phone. Hello, welcome to Movie Phone. If you know the movie that you'd like to see, press 4 now. Alright, so I'm going to show you, since you just arrived, I'll show you the Delayvid Foster Wallace. At least how it's supposed to sound with everything on. Alright, so we're on the eyeball right now, which is the light reactant portion. I'm going to turn on the polymoon so we have the everywhere and yet nowhere. Yes, retractable bowl strap. Alright, so, coral, here we go with big sky. Alright, so, whenever I'm talking, the light, the darker it gets, the delay time slows. So here's my hand getting on it, and you're seeing how slow it's getting. And when I pull away, it gets back on my... Let's get a light. Here we go. It's like right up to my voice. You know what? Just for a second.
Yeah, so you can hear right onto my voice. So you see it's more like a slap back. Just the delay, ignore the reverb. So when I pull it back, you'll see how the delay repeats, slow down. I am talking, and we're 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 talking. It'll change with the lighting in the room. So let's do some flashing. Hey, it's really reactive. Okay, let's try a flashing one. There we go. And now it's going to do this, like I'm some kind of like tentacle monster or something. And now you have discovered my secret lair. Yes, all kinds of silly stuff. So this is really great. This is if you were flashing a camera on it, and I discovered this because one of the other people here, Heather, during a live stream, told me to do that. Isn't it cool? Why do you think I wanted to do a demo about this? Like, a lot of people are sleeping on Bookworm Effects. Like, Brian's doing some amazing things, I know. But the really cool part, and I've never heard a delay sound like this. I'm going to cover the sensor completely, so cloak it in darkness. It creates a gravel sound on my voice. Almost like a radio station. It really starts to degrade and get really slow, like a tape that's eating itself. Oh, it's so cool. I've never heard a delay like that. Do this. Yeah, hold on. Let me put on the pitch.
Shift. Hold on. In a way that can be all-encompassing. I can slow down time because I am time. But as I'm talking, I'll play some of the recording. I am talking as I move the way I am talking. So it's creating
a being that is everywhere and yet nowhere. All right, so I'll play a little bit of the stuff I recorded earlier, but at least you see how with my hand I can manipulate in real time itself, like I am manipulating time in real time. It's fucking wild. This is amazing. I do love it. Or you can, like a modulation. Yeah, I love it with the sensor covered so much. Hey, gonna party. So now if I'm going like this, I don't want to confuse anyone by having the other pedals on. So if I'm doing this, it almost acts like it's like a modulate. So here we go. Hey. This is really great because I can just like, and in a wave of my hand, we are now going to make some Charlie. Hold on. Charlie. Let's go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. I've watched too many weird Adult Swim cartoons. Alright. So let me get into. Alright, so I'm gonna turn this on. You can see again, real time. Alright, I'm gonna turn on. Let me play. I'm just gonna play for you what I've recorded so far, if you're still there, Emily. I'm gonna play through what I've recorded so far, and you can hear what we got for the character, at least for some of his speech. Let me turn on the pitch shift.
And here we go. I'll have to remember when I talk, I have to turn on the pitch shift, so, I will surprise myself with how deep my voice is. What is light without darkness? Oh. Hi. It also can sound like charcoal. Hello. 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 Are you the one who has summoned me? I see you, Leo. Yes, I thought about the anticipation, but a few times I did do some Rocky Horror in there. Later, Heather. If that is what you require, then I will aid you in your task. I am tired because I eat time. The more time that I consume, the more of me there is to love, and the distance of repeats played becomes spacious. Creepy, isn't it? I'm glad you guys can still hear what his voice says through all that, because there's a lot going on. If you don't feed me time, I grow ever closer to you. Frequent and vigorous, for I am famished. Dude, like, I'm famished. I'm like, oh, don't fucking eat me, dude. I don't think I want that delay getting too close to me. I don't think I want him getting that close. I'm gonna keep the room super dark. One by one, by one by one, I regenerate till the world around you is swallowed in echoes. You're not right, Leo. You're not right. Are you waiting for him to say, what did I mean to say? I'd play me. Wait. I'd play me hard. It's like a Silence of the Lambs thing. Yeah, it was a little bad, I guess. It's so wrong. An infinite spiral of madness. I love that. If you want to flirt with madness textually, set the knob to just past 3 o'clock and feel the thrill of the sense of danger lurking just around the corner, watching, waiting. God, for you to hold down the foot switch below to send it into a momentary oblivion. God, he's so creepy. But yeah, the echo effect, it's actually two.
Unless you guys don't mind me, dropping balls and having a deep voice. But yeah, there's two delays on his voice. There is the Delayvid Foster Wallace, which is basically mostly what I'm doing with you see how the pitch is rising and falling in the repeats? That's actually my manually controlling it doing that. Whereas Polymoon is actually sending the repeats like ping pong. So it's right, left, right, left. Yeah, it does get me now that I'm thinking about it. Oh my god, it is Buffalo Bill vibes. Oh, let me see. Oh, how do they... I'd play me hard. That delay. The delay's like, play me. But yeah. Don't hurt mommy's baby. But yeah, the whole right-left thing is basically how I'm making it so that he's everywhere and yet nowhere. Like, it's really creepy. Like, he's in your head. That's what someone was saying earlier. Like, yeah, it does sound like he's in your head. Like, just bouncing off the inside of your skull, like, as he's talking. Because he has no mouth, so he has to be, like, in your head. So it's definitely going to be a stereo experience. So I, of course, will... I guess I tell people that, hey, if you get good headphones, wear them. Or, hey, if you have your phone, turn it sideways, because I think it has like a stereo thing if you have it sideways. Was it TikTok ones like, hey, turn your phone sideways? Yeah, something like that. Oh my god. Fucking Leo. Would you play me? I'd play me. I'd play me.
Oh, you know I have to do it now. Hold on, wait. Hold on, you know I have to do it. You know I have to do it now. Would you play me? I'd play me. I'd play me hard. Oh my god, that is so horrible. I am not gonna want to watch the playback on this.
Oh, I'm not gonna probably watch playback at all. But yeah, so let's watch a little bit more. Pray tell, trying.
There is nothing in my words that imply try. How much do you want of me? But a taste? Or the total summation of my existence? Can you handle that? I don't think anyone can. So you'll still hear me with your melody mixed with mine, as I, Delayvid Foster Wallace, am a generous host. Is this where I think it is? Patience. In due time. There's also a little bit of Powerpuff Girls in it. All your questions will be answered. Yeah. Let's show them what we can do together. Yeah, that's pretty much what we recorded tonight. I will probably record a few times more, if not tonight, tomorrow. But I figured, for the most part, I figured it'd be kind of fun to see the behind the scenes process. So I have a Discord, Goodbye noises in the background. Yeah. Yeah. I pretty much put things in on the Discord. Share things you love. Like, tell me about pedals you love. Like, yeah.
I love talking about gear all the time. Like, most of most of my friends for the most part have kind of moved away, or I don't see them as often. So, a lot of what I call people online my pocket pals, because you guys are lightweight and you fit in my pocket. So I mostly talk about gear and stuff like that with people online a lot of the times, as my partner really isn't a musician and doesn't really not into pedals like I am. So it's everyone out there. And I guess shout out to anybody, I guess, thus far in my learning experience when it comes to gear and everything like this. I would not be where I am now if it wasn't for the kindness of strangers online. Just sharing information. You have a question, answer it. And I've learned so much. So, again, like the positive side of like any like the gear community or pedals or recording or anything, really great people have been helpful. Again, I can't say enough how grateful and how thankful I am, because this, in the, I guess, level of high quality it is, wouldn't be without people on the other internet making videos also, like troubleshooting videos, which I'm learning things for free. Like, I mean, again, the generosity of strangers. I can't say enough how grateful I am to people. Most of the time, they answer my silly questions when I have them. But sunlight will sometimes make an appearance in a way that can tell you how to do laundry. Or not. Or not. But yeah, I figured get a little bit of time. If you guys like this, I mean, let me know. I mean, you can comment on the post or you can message me directly. Like, let me know how this was. Did you guys enjoy it? Seeing behind the process of my recording. You can ask me really to turn on anything and put my voice on anything. If I do this periodical, like, even if you just want to, like put sounds on my voice or whatever, or I'll just play a riff over and over again and just turn on pedals, like, and we can just explore how things sound together. I'm not one of these people, I guess, that goes on, hey, I'm gonna play 5 songs for you. Like, I mostly kind of work in a way that I put stuff together myself and then I put things out. For the most part, if I do videos in which I'm playing a riff, which this month is She Shreds Riff a Day Challenge, the hashtag is 1RID, and I'm participating here and there. So if you see I post a video that shows that I'm just playing a riff over and over again, that's basically the thing this month, where you come up with a riff and it's actually a lot of fun. So I love seeing all the other, all the other women, trans, people of color, like everybody, just seeing them shine this month. So it's really great. Writing Night Sky. The night sky is actually off to the corner right now. I was actually thinking about him the last couple of days because I've been mentioning that I do have a night sky, and I was like, you know what? I haven't had him on my board lately. But I've mostly been playing things because for a while I had where is it? Where are you? Do I have? Okay, I had the Cooper Effects signal selector. See you later, Sound Chaser. It was good to have you, as always. I appreciate people. So yeah, happy to have you always. But yeah, I was using the signal selector for a while, and it's great to hear things in parallel, which I did for Sunlight. But God, the amount of wiring and all the cables to make that work just took up so much real estate on my board, and that is one of the reasons why I finally bought a XSV2. So it was supposed to arrive today, but it lied, and it's arriving tomorrow. So I am definitely waiting. Hey, Ro. So I am definitely waiting for that. I'm hoping it arrives tomorrow because I definitely want to be able to switch, like, in the pedal, parallel effects. So I won't have to have everything on the fucking board. I will curse, so you'll know. These type of shows, I'm not as, I guess, well, maybe I'm a little bit less Not as much of a sailor, but I mostly am a sailor most of the day. But for the most part, I am usually, for a while, I was switching out at the very end. That's what I'm running like 2 nights ago on the shelf club. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring it back out though, because I've been thinking about this past week. For a while, I was switching them out at the very end of the chain. So Big Sky was at the very end, and then when I wanted to do a lead part, I would then put Night Sky at the very end. So it was switching between Big Sky and then Night Sky, or I would have Big Sky, Avalanche Run, because I wanted the repeats in reverse to be more present on the lead guitar tone. Or the other thing I would do is that I would do, would I have it last? Oh, now I have to remember. I'd have to look at my phone because I take pictures of my pedal board to like remember like routing and things when I'm doing some things on certain nights. For a while, I had it so that it was either Night Sky into Big Sky or Big Sky into Night Sky. I had them together at the very end, and they actually play really well together. So normally when I'm doing lead kind of stuff and I want some kind of shimmer or glimmer to wrap around whatever I'm playing, and really get to craft the reverb just the way I kind of like it. And I usually like to pitch it in the shimmer. I'm not really a shimmer kind of person too much, but the, was it P4? I like that kind of like almost a fifth, but not a fifth. So there's that little element of it wanting to go either way. So I usually like that. The Polymoon, since I've added this with Microcosm, and that's a rental. I'm renting Polymoon right now. No, I haven't tried the plasma pedal. I've seen it. I did watch it. You run the guitar through the night sky just since. Yeah, I recommend. Yeah, whenever you get around it, Jammy, definitely try the night sky through with a guitar. I would definitely. I like the dry. What I call it? Yeah, see, I'm moving my voice now. I definitely would use the dry with the 3 decibel boost. I really like that, and the fact that it actually makes it present over the rest of the effects when it's at the end of the chain. So yeah, it's like a little nice boost. So I have some other in my IG or whatever when I was posting there a little bit more with, was it last year's Rad or Riff a Day thing. I did a lot of that, and I did use that at one point quite a bit for leads. Whenever the lead guitars, the early days of the house band, with each person, they would have their own, you know, routing of what pedals were on, which I still do. It's like, that's the reason why, even though the overhead shot probably is not the most aesthetically pleasing view, I kind of want to give whoever is watching, you see the pedal that obviously the demo is about, but you see it paired with other pedals, and I think that really is great because a lot of us have different pedals on our board, and I know not everybody has the kind of top row that I do. But even in the context of other pedals in the first row, which mostly is my mono row. This is mono, the top row is the stereo row. And then of course it goes into a radio DI, which is great. And this is what I like to do with my free time. And yeah, I need more shelves. Hold on one second. I'll get Night Sky really quick. I also have, as you know, Swan Hunter as well. I've been playing with. I've been going back and forth. I had to focus on recording for Delayvid Foster Wallace, so I was playing with the Swan Hunt, but then I had to put it to the side and it has to wait. So I still need to get the hang of Ballast and also the switches, which is the before and after. I still have to kind of get acquainted with it. Whatever, running through it. I have software. Okay, hold on, let me get them out so I can. There we go. Alright, so anyone who's here besides me and Jamie, this is the pedal we're talking about. This is the night sky. The great thing about this, and of course right now I've been just relying on Big Sky's presets because I have them in the position I want and I don't have to think about it. With the night sky, the reason why I like it is the fact that all these knobs means that I have creative freedom. I can make, just much like my voice in this program or doing anything that I'm doing here, like I have creative freedom with this. I can sculpt a reverb to sound like whatever I want. Like I don't have to go preset dive. I can just basically turn knobs and physically decide how I want. I have yet to use the sequencer part of it. I really should get into doing that, but I keep getting distracted by other things. But yeah, it has shimmer, it has glimmer. I love the fact that it has a drive, like a little bit of overdrive or drive. You can put it pre or after, you know, before the signal or after. You can have, like, let's say if you're doing swells, you can have it, the dirt come in with it, or you can have it like on the way out, like in like tails. Like you can have a little dirt on the tails. Like I like that. Mostly with the shimmer, I don't really have it, I would say, that pronounced because I don't really like with octave pedals. I basically sold all of my octave pedals, to be honest. I used to have a micropog. I love the lower octave, but like the upper, I don't like it when shimmers sound like toys. Like that's, you know, like bling bling bling. Like it's, I really want to have some kind of pitch pedal where I can kind of ease off the ice pick toy sound and make it sound a little bit more natural. I would love to. I don't know whether the fever pitch would be something like that one day. But yeah. Later, Leo. Thanks for dropping in. Let me know when like you're free. Like, it's good to see your face because I haven't seen it in a bit. Yeah, tactile experience with sound design. Yes. One of the things I most enjoyed in college was sound design class, so you can found objects and turn them into instruments. Yes, anything that allows me creativity and to use my hands, like, I love that. Figs is so upset. But yeah, a lot of this stuff is basically what, you know, I do, you know, I creative free time. The pizza is really great on guitar, like as far as fuzz. Yeah, call me tomorrow, Leo. I think, wait, I'm gonna be on a call around 12, but let me think when you could call me. Oh my god, Figs. How about this? I'll call you when I'm free, Leo. No, it's okay, Jamie. Like, yeah, you can ask. This is the point of this. Like, ask me questions. We can talk about pedals. This is the point of this. I did the dialogue already. I mean, I'll record it more afterwards, but yeah, talk to me. Like, Figs. I'll make it to 11:30. How about that? Eastern. We'll go with that. You didn't hijack it. This is the point of it. I think it's fun. Like, people want to ask me questions. You want me to talk about pedals? Like, yeah, meow. I know. Later, Leo. I'll call you tomorrow. I think that'll be better. Yeah, because, yeah, meow. Yeah, he's pissed. But yeah, I'll call you tomorrow. But yeah, for the most part, a lot of the things that Mr. Figs introduced. Hey, you want to hand me Figs, or are you in the middle of... Yeah, I mostly have him make appearances sometimes in the Twitch stream. Yeah, you're gonna let out the dragon? He's gonna be so mad. What?
The dragon.
Yes, the dragon. He's one of the ones that I post in my stories and stuff like that. He's a tuxedo, so he's Figaro. Yeah, I love Darkstar. I am one of those people that say put Darkstar on everything. Not that, not like, not that I'm replacing you, Sunlight. She gets sassy, so I would use you too. Don't worry. I have to say that. All right, hold on. See if I can. Hi, boy. Let's go. Oh, I know. So everybody can see you. You'll probably kick me at some point. All right, here he is. the man of the hour, the man, the mystery, the meower in the background. Say hello to everyone. Are you done? He sometimes tries to like meow or get my attention because he wants to see what I'm doing up here. And then I lift him up and he looks around. He's like, okay, I'm done. I see what you're doing. Yes, I know you don't. He's not really a lap cat. But yes, he's gonna kick me. I know you are. Alright. He is very, 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 very affectionate. Yes, he has talked. He is a handsome, handsome man, and he knows it. He is really charming, and he knows it. He gives kisses, you don't give him kisses. Like, he doesn't like monkey kisses. That's what I call them. He's like, no, ew, stop. I give kisses, you don't give me kisses. So, yeah, he meows all day. He talks to me like it's, yeah. So, yeah, he's sweet. He's begging for attention and wants us to interact with him all the time. We've started to let him out on the porch. Which then we've created a monster because now he wants to go out all the time. Hey, buddy. Or he'll sit on the bed and say, hey, it's time for bed. He'll actually herd us like cats to go to bed because he likes to get under the covers with me. So he's a really sweet, affectionate guy, very talkative. Are you yelling at me from across the room? You know, he gives me butterfly kisses, which is like affection for cats. So they'll go like this when they're like being affectionate. So he's meowing, but he's also giving me butterfly kisses from across the room. What, buddy? What? Oh, now you're gonna be quiet? You were talking to Storm. It's like he's coming back over. He coming back over? Oh, you're going to the stairs. I kind of promised I may let you out after the stream on the porch with me, and I'll sit on the porch. You probably remembered. Hey. What? But yeah, he's mostly who I talk about when it comes to. There's Thatch too. He's on the. Is he there? No, he was on the ottoman, which is on the other side of the iMac. So he'll usually lay on the ottoman. He's been doing that lately. He also sleeps with me too. They both sleep with me like teddy bears. It's funny. They say, oh, cats are aloof and they like to be. No, not these boys. No, they are literally really clingy. They follow me around. They are literally every part of my day. It's like I have two boys, like two 8, 9-year-olds. They're like brothers. They tussle, they fight, they like each other. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I don't have kids, but they really do act like I have a pair of boys at my house. They're sweet though. I love them a lot. So yeah, whenever I talk about cat things or whatever, like those are probably the two boys I'm talking about when I say my boys. Yeah. So, yeah, Thatch is named after a pirate, which is Blackbeard. His surname was Thatch. He's also going by Teach, but I was playing Assassin's Creed 4 at the time, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to name this cat after him. Blackbeard. And then, of course, I ended up regretting that decision. Because he can be incredibly sweet, and he can also be a little asshole. So he's my asshole, I guess. I can sometimes be like that, I guess. Yes, sunlight is good for everything too. But I find that they are two different forms of reverb and what I'd use them for. I feel like sunlight at times can get a little too much. It forces me to play very, very slowly. I do love. I obviously not playing with an instrument right now, but I really did like having it in tape mode, full wet, and then actually the pedal pitch up and down. That really sounds great. I love that. So I usually have it either on comb or tape. I don't go into pass often, but I sometimes like the texture. I'm one of those people that don't like the oscillation to the point where it hurts your ears, so that's why I like sunlight. Excuse me, in the comb mode where she pulls you like away from that point. I appreciate her for that because I don't like that about delays. There's some people that love it. I just don't. The washed out effect, yeah, that's really what it is, like a washed out kind of warbly notes. You hear my voice is going. With enough talking, I'm doing more talking than I typically do in a day. I mostly do the talking online. Look at that. You guys are getting my vocal cords to work out. How can you see into my eyes? Let me see. Like open doors. Let me go to see. Leading you down into my core, where I've become so numb. Yeah, the next demo is going to be on the Old Blood Noise Endeavor's Maw, so I'm really excited about, with the house band, adding a singer to the group, and this will give you the chance to do that. So I am kind of looking forward to it. I don't even know what the little short song is gonna be yet. So, crash a garbage truck through some. It probably would. It probably would sound like heaven. Oh my god. You probably would make. Yeah, she probably would make a garbage truck slamming into a wall sound like heaven. You probably would. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Let's see. Any other pedals you want me to turn on? Let me see. I'm into noise. That sounds yeah. I like noise, but like my thing is I still kind of need a melody. You know what I mean? I still kind of see. Well, not Old Blood Noise Endeavor's house band, but for the Maw, which is the next demo, the house band is going to have a singer, which will, I guess, in a sense, the singer will be a part of the house band while using the Maw as a demonstration. So no, if you're saying like I'm gonna suddenly be on coffee and riffs, no, that's not happening. I do appreciate them though. I do love the stuff that they've been creating. Seth's stuff is awesome. I love Seth's use of creativity and visuals, much like I love Devon Blue Whitaker. I love his videos. I love Anne's videos, the Queen of Drone. I love her videos. Like, I love creative demo artists. I don't ever view anything like, and there's also other people would, there's someone else that does animation stuff too, and it's like, you know what, like, I don't know, I'm not really a competitive person. We're all different. And I really appreciate all the different spectrum of expressions and creativity that all the demo channels have. I really do appreciate them. I love watching them, like with the fever pitch. I was like, well, looks like I'm going to have to get certain times of the day. I'm going to take a break and watch this person's demo or that person's demo. Of course, I love Emily Harpus stuff. Her and Russ are great. Really great people. I also appreciate, was it Pedal Talk Show, I think it is, with Karen and Grant is really great too. If you can catch those Wednesday nights, on Bigger Pedals IG. Watch those. Those are a lot of fun. Grant is funny. See you later, Jammy Pants. It was good having you here, and glad you had a good time. And if you guys would like me to do more stuff like this, hey, let me know. I mean, join the Discord, interact, tell me what you'd like to see. I'll share things there. You can go through the group. You can go through the Discord right now and see everything I've posted. So the people that have joined so far, and I know Jamie, you just joined. Happy to have you all. I mean, it's people that I can talk to about things I love, and I can learn about things you love too, besides pedals, life, everything, art, animation, coffee, cans, anything. But yeah, I think we're 6 minutes. I'm giving 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go. All right, so I have it in the room mode right now because I think we're singing. Awesome, yeah. To me, this is like hanging out. So, like, if I have a time of like, hey, I'm going to list a certain amount of pedals, maybe I'll do that in the Discord. I'm going to list a certain amount of pedals and just ask what you guys want for me to lay out on the pedal board to either put on my voice or to just play a riff over and over again. Just noodle around with some pedals with my guitar. I mean, I'm not gonna like bust out and to start playing songs and shit, but it's just experimenting and playing with things and seeing what we like or experimenting together. I think that's fun. I mean, Off to the side, I can make full music stuff, but I most like to experiment when it comes to being on stream. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, at least for the most part, I have been loving the polymoon a lot. So right, left, right, left, right, left. Let me see what I can think of. I chime in. Haven't you ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No. Much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of portion rationality. I chime in. I don't think I really get as much with Sunlight because she could be overpowering. And then I'll be like in a cave. Or maybe that would work for Evanescence kind of stuff. Never heard of closing the goddamn door. No. Yeah, it gets a little overwhelming. Must bend to face these kinds of things with a sense of push and rationality. Huh. I chime in. I do love the mosaic though. That is like the mode that I've been stuck on since I bought this one. On the voice, it gets really spooky. It really does get spooky. Let's try like the really weird interrupter blocks. Blocks? Oh, that's so good. You know, maybe it kind of sounds like what I'm doing with this character, but in real time. It's kind of picking and coming in with these lower registers or pitch. Not as frequent though. Yeah, I hear it. There it goes. That's blocks. Let's go to interrupt. How weird is interrupt on my voice? I haven't tried that. Interrupt on my voice. Oh, that's not that bad. You can tell I'm a gamer. Oh my god. Yes, I last week I lost time away from the demo because I got lost in Elden Ring. Because I'm doing this, my partner is now playing it. But I want to get back. They fixed all the things that got you money.
No, I've actually found
You found some more? Okay, good. Because I want to be able to like exploit some like bugs they have, so I can not die as much. Dying is part of the fun, I heard. Most Dark Souls games are. I had never played Dark Souls. I played other RPGs. Like, I find my guilty pleasure in 2020, when all that shit was going down, was playing Witcher 3 over and over again. That was my happy place. That kind of open world story games, God, I love those. Yeah, I love a lot of that stuff. What? What? Oh, the katana, the one I wanted? Oh, you had that, the Naginata or whatever? Yeah, okay. I probably mispronounced that. I apologize. I need to be better at that. Blocks and reverb with no reverb is fine. I mean, no fun. Let's try this with... How about Bloom? This is Bloom. Hey, kids. Sounds like someone behind going, hey, children. Alright, let me turn off Polymoon so it's not distracting. Really, really slow. That is interesting. Kind of creepy, too. Yeah, I think microcosm on the voice is creepy. I almost used it for this character. Almost. I thought it'd be too much, though. There's a lot going on. And that's ARP. That's arpeggiate. Alright. Here we go. Let me see. I always have to do a little of something before its computer starts to do stuff. Are we at 30? Ah, we are at the witching hour. It's that time. And here we come to the part where we have come to the end of our show. We have appreciated you all joining us, and hopefully soon we will have the next demo ready for everyone to enjoy. So, join the Discord, tell your friends, be ready to be entertained when this demo is done, at least. And I appreciate you all kind of being here tonight. So this was a lot of fun. I really did have a good time. So I love talking about gear and exploring all this kind of stuff together. So yeah, I'll see about maybe doing this another time again. I don't know when. Either it'll just be my voice or it will be possibly like with guitar and stuff like that. So until we meet again, I hope you all stay safe. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Be excellent to each other and be the good you wish to see in the world. So until next time, bye-bye.